Well, hello everyone, and welcome to the Adia Pena Show. With me here in the studio is Bishop Alexander Edujenfi. Bishop, welcome to the Adia Pena Show,
Thank you, my sister.
and greetings to everybody that is watching us from wherever you are watching us from. Bishop, today the topic on the platform is how can we find satisfaction in relationship. So being a marriage counselor, I want you to help us understand what satisfaction in relationship is, please.
Thank you, Adia Pena. Good evening. And let me take just a minute to greet our viewers. God bless you for joining us.
Yeah.
And we pray that God will use this media to be a blessing unto you. Straight to the point, Sister Adia Pena. With a question that you are asking when it comes to satisfaction in marriage or relationship. From my personal perspective, satisfaction in relationship or relationship satisfaction means having fulfillment, especially in your marriage. Or simply somebody will say that fulfillment of one's wishes or your expectation or the need or needs, especially in your relationship. Anytime you are in a relationship and you have that kind of fulfillment, that kind of satisfaction, or meeting the expectation that you are expecting it from your spouse. To me, I simply put it at you are rather having satisfaction in your relationship.
Okay.
Satisfaction in a relationship. Secondly, somebody will also say that is the state of being content, a state of being happy, especially either with your life or with the relationship that you are in. So,
Okay.
in short, as you have already said, it simply means you are content with the relationship that you are in based upon the treatment the man or the woman is giving to you.
Yes. Okay.
Amen.
Amen. So in this case, that's relationship satisfaction really matters in the relationship or the marriage. If so, why do you think that it matters in the relationship?
You are asking a very good question. Based upon what you are even saying, does relationship in marriage, satisfaction in relationship really matters? 100%. Sister
Okay.
Adia Pena, who want to go to marriage or relationship without seeking satisfaction? That is
Mm.
point number one. Every man, every woman enter into relationship first and foremost to seek satisfaction.
Okay.
So when you ask me, does it really matters? 100% it really matters. And let me give you some of the reason why I say it really matters is that satisfaction in marriage or relationship is very important because number one, it gives you a peace of mind.
Okay.
Anytime you are in a relationship and you are satisfied, you have peace of mind. So every man, every woman want to enter into relationship seeking for satisfaction because it gives a peace of mind.
Okay.
Not only that, point number two, being satisfied in the relationship that you are in really matters because it allows you to relate well with others. Anytime
Mm.
somebody is in a relationship and is satisfied, you could see how he or she relates well with other people because you are happy. When you see anybody, you laugh, you giggle, you glow because you are really happy in the relationship.
I
But
like
when
the
you're
glue.
not, yes, when you are not satisfied in the relationship, nobody has offended you. You don't have any battle with anybody, but you are always
Always
angry.
angry.
And at times people think that you are angry because of them, but it's not them, but the
Mm.
relationship that you are in. And point number three, being satisfied in your relationship simply is very important because it allows you to improve in everything that you do.
You do.
When you are happy and you are satisfied in the relationship, you get even an improvement in anything that you are doing. Because the man makes you happy.
Yeah.
Because the woman makes you happy. Because you are not bothered by anybody. And it allows you to even focus and concentrate on whatever that you are doing. And eventually you get a good result that you are looking for. So to me, it's also very important. Not only that, it gives you even a good countenance. When somebody is satisfied in a relationship, when you see the face, you could meet a woman who is satisfied in a relationship. It is not about anything. You could read it from the face. And meet a woman who is not satisfied in the relationship. You could read it from the face.
Yeah.
The countenance itself will tell you. Your demeanor will tell you. So being satisfied in a relationship, not only that, it also brings you joy. You are always, it can be seen from your face that you are happy.
Happy.
Very happy. And that is what every woman wants. And that is what every man as well wants. Let me add these 2 points. Why it really matters is that it makes you, apart from that, being focused even in life, it keeps you tracking whatever that you are doing. And not only that, it can even increase your health. When you are satisfied in a relationship, your health itself is increased. But when you are not satisfied, nobody has beaten you, nothing has happened, but you are sick.
And angry all the time.
And angry all the time. Thank you, my sister. So being satisfied in relationship makes you healthy. And the healthy that I'm talking about, all aspects of healthiness. Emotionally healthy, spiritually healthy, relationally healthy, psychologically healthy, and interpersonally, you are healthy.
Yes.
When you talk to people interpersonally, they could see that, plan say when you and above all, point number 8, it allows you to give your all to the relationship.
Okay.
When you are happy in the relationship, you give your all. Especially women. When women are satisfied in the relationship, they give their all. 50, 100 million. It tells you how happy they are in the
That's
relationship.
very true.
And above all, let me end it with this one. It allows you to understand each other better. Satisfaction brings understanding. When whatever the person says, you really understand the person better. But when there's no satisfaction, anything you want to find out the truth, anything you want to just even find out, are you sure you are telling the truth?
Yeah.
Even the day that you are telling the truth, you still not they will still not believe you because they know you there. But satisfaction brings understanding and nobody questions you.
Yeah.
And above all, it gives life to every relationship. If you want to meet, you see any relationship where there's life, the major underlying factor is satisfaction. So let's take note of that. Amen.
Okay. Amen. Thank you very much, Bishop. So, welcome to the Adia Pena Show, my dear sister Barbara. Welcome to the Adia Pena Show. Mrs. Sampson is on the line, and Mr. Asante is also watching us. So, thank you all for watching us. Send in your comments, your questions, and your concerns, and Bishop is here to help us out with everything that we don't understand. So, Bishop, my next question is, how can we find or improve satisfaction in relationships or marriage?
Thank you. It's not found on the silver platter, except 1 out of 1,000, 1 out of million. But in a relationship that you want to improve satisfaction or you find satisfaction, at times there are some things you, the person, must also have to do in order to produce the satisfaction that you are looking for. We need to take note of that. And what if you ask me, I will say that the first key to find or to build satisfaction in your marriage is to meet the needs of each other.
Okay.
Is to meet the needs of each other. Or is to meet the needs of your partner. If I'm meeting your need and you are meeting my need, satisfaction will come. Meeting the needs of each other is the first major key to find satisfaction. Then the next question goes, so if meeting the needs of each other, then what are the needs of men in marriage? And what are the needs of women in marriage? We should take note of that. Because for you to find satisfaction, you must know the needs of men. As a man, you must know the need of a woman. As a woman, you must know the need of my partner, which is very important. In our own dialect, it says, hand go, hand come. If you meet my need, I meet your need. And that brings satisfaction to both of us. It's not one-way traffic. That is why I said it's one out of many or millions. Whereby the man doesn't need anything, the man, so that it becomes one-sided. So let me take just a few minutes to give you needs of men. When it comes to the needs of men, and as a woman, you want to find satisfaction, meet my needs. The first need of every man. And the first need of every man, I don't want to go there, which I know you know. You didn't say amen to that.
Amen.
And so the first need of every man, most men, not all men, most men in marriage is sexual fulfillment. If you can meet the need of a man, be able to satisfy him sexually, you also find happiness. And if you ask me, then the needs of also a woman, first need of a woman is also love. Women also want love. Once you are meeting my needs, I'm meeting your needs. Women want to be known that you truly love me and make the world know that I'm the one. I don't have any competition. That is what women need.
Yeah.
It's not about, I'm talking about non-sexual love, non-sexual affection. At times, women, it's not about sleeping with them. It's about making the world known that she doesn't have any competition everywhere. And she's the one. That's what women need. So knowing the man's need, then the man produces the woman's need. The second thing men need in marriage is submission.
Submission. It's so surprising how sex comes before the submission. How is
that? I'm saying to many men.
Many men, not all of them.
Sex is a priority because I don't know why, but men in general, how God wired us.
I like that. How God wired you
That's
people.
Right. And then the second need of also every woman in marriage is security. When they sleep, they know that they can sleep without even any question. It's the need of every woman.
Without even thinking outside.
Without even thinking, go to funeral and come 3 o'clock a.m. I know I'm secured.
Because they know they are covered.
Every woman wants that. That they will not take their husband's phone to look at what they are watching or whom they are even communicating with. Because the security, when the security is there, they don't need your phone.
Yeah. Very true.
When security is there, a woman doesn't need your phone. Even let somebody from out come and tell her anything, she will not even bother. The third major need of every man and woman in marriage, men need admiration and respect. A woman that respects them, and you can admire the man. Likewise, a woman also needs communication. A man that will communicate with them.
Yeah.
Because if you don't communicate with a woman, you will end up communicating outside. Women need communication. That's how God wired them. They don't want to be silent. The fourth need of every man is attractive woman. That's why a woman cannot wear one cloth, 2 clothes or 3 clothes in a day, or in 3 days. Man can do it. It doesn't bother man. Make yourself attractive. You have killed the man. Whilst a woman, a man is looking for that, a woman is also looking for a man who is also caring, very empathetic and sympathetic. We all have our needs. So if we are able to meet the needs, we are going somewhere.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. And apart from that, this thing that I'm mentioning, a man need a woman who is very supportive. A woman also need a man who is very financial support,
Yeah.
give some financial support. A man need a woman that will give him peace and tranquility. A woman
Mm.
also need a man that is also committed to the family.
That's very true.
You are looking for somebody who will give you peace. I'm also looking for a man that will be committed to the family. A man need a follower. A woman also needs somebody. Not apart from looking for a follower, a woman is also looking for someone who is a leader. Very
Mm-hmm.
skillful, and you know
Very.
where we are going.
Yeah.
Because when you don't know where you are going, a woman will show you the way.
Mm.
These are some of the needs a men and women we also need. Apart from these needs that I'm talking, that will bring satisfaction that we are looking for. Uh, Another major area which we should take note: honesty. Every man and every woman need honesty in marriage. So without honesty, there's no satisfaction in the marriage. How would you live with a man who doesn't tell the truth?
Mm-hmm.
Woman will not be happy with that.
That's true.
Take note of that. Man or woman need open communication. Somebody that can communicate with me openly. Not somebody I'm afraid to even talk to.
Yeah.
Nobody want that. There are some men you can't talk to them. When something is bothering the woman, you can't discuss with their husband. Because men are not talking here.
Mm.
A woman needs someone, or a man needs someone who can create inside jokes. You bet me, I can't say some cracky jokes. Some people need that, and that brings satisfaction.
Yeah.
If you can't even crack joke with your partner, where lies the satisfaction? Somebody outside will crack jokes and normally become the exes. I think I can now ex crack jokes, man.
Mm.
Because the man that I'm living with, we don't crack jokes. Mhm. Another thing that can also improve or create satisfaction is when promises are kept.
Mm.
If you're in a relationship and you keep your promise, it improves satisfaction, or it allows one to find satisfaction in the marriage,
Okay.
which we should take note of that. Some people are full of lies. Whatever they say, they are not able to honor it. You
Mm.
may not, but are you able to tell the person, honey, I had wanted to do this, but I couldn't? Give the woman or the man reason why you couldn't do what you were supposed to have done. Keep your promise. Every woman wants a man that keeps his promise. Even if you don't have it, it doesn't bother them. But would you be able to tell them the truth? Another thing that brings satisfaction, Adia Pena, is two partners who don't take each other for granted.
Mm-hmm.
It brings satisfaction. If you don't take your partner for granted, it makes the woman or the man find satisfaction. Okay, somebody do so. Oh, I wonder, that be yes, sir. Don't take your partner for granted just because you are older than her.
Yeah.
Just because you are highly educated than her. Just because of what? Age. Just because of money, wealth. Don't take your partner for granted. No
Mm.
matter what. Don't take your partner for
For
granted.
granted.
It declines satisfaction.
Mm.
Let me tell you, many women are in their relationship, they are not happy because their
A
partner
lot.
for
A
granted.
man, both men and women, they are not happy. A lot of people are not happy in their
That's
relationships
right,
anymore.
because the other person is taking them for granted.
Mm-hmm.
It's so sad.
And some people will be like, "Oh, oba there, oba kra there, they know him. Oba be, excuse me to say, oba be a nim nyansa."
It's so sad.
Yeah.
Why do you use this for a woman that you are living with? Someone that you can naked yourself with. You don't have to say that. Another major thing that can make a woman find satisfaction or man find satisfaction is mutual respect and understanding.
Okay.
Respect is not the word please, 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 Debbie. Even in the absence of the person, you know that you will not do that to your partner.
Mm.
Like Joseph, nobody is there, but I can't do this against my spouse. That is the respect I'm talking about.
Mm.
Somebody have given you open check. I'm talking about, I hope you understand the language. And
Yeah.
yet nobody is there. But you promise I respect my partner, my husband. I will not do that. I will not do that to my wife. That is the open check I'm talking about. Nobody will get to know of it. He will buy you a car. I'm talking about a brand new car, but I'm not ready for that. How many? And yet you are in the fix. And so on yet. Another thing that makes women find satisfaction, Adia Pena, making quality time for your partner
Very
and
true.
sharing activities. Making quality time. Not, I'm talking about quality time. That you can stop everything and not being on computer after work and having
Yeah.
30 minutes for the woman or the man. Let's talk. And giving the man or the woman maximum attention without saying my classmate has called, my boss has called. What we do feeling somebody has called. Oh, are they? So your partner cannot even enjoy 5 minutes.
Bishop, give us a minute. There's a question here. Mr. Asante said, I met such a person, but I had some challenges and lost her. How do I win? How do I win back? Because I love her and she gave me the peace of mind every man deserves. So this is a question from Mr. Asante to you. He said, I met such a person, but I had some challenges and lost her. How do I win back? Because I loved her and she gave me the peace of mind every man deserves.
Yeah, it looked as if I may have mentioned a point and he wrote that. So I wanted to find out because you said that your statement again.
He's asking of like you mentioned something about how to bring satisfaction, what the women need, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's saying that, I think he's saying that he met a woman
Mm-hmm.
gives him the peace of mind
That's
every
that's
man
right.
needs. But because of some challenges that came his way, he lost that person. So how can he win this woman back?
100%. Mr. Asante, you can. But the point is at times it depends on the treatment you give to the women, that particular woman. And if you can openly and be genuinely, next thing is, has somebody occupied the space? I don't know.
Mr. Asante, this is a question to you. I know you are listening. Has somebody occupied the
Occupied?
space? Yes or no?
No. Because at times, if somebody has occupied the space and that person feels more comfortable over there, she may not come to you again. And I don't know how you also treated her. You must also learn to change. Because at times, if the person weighed the two things, where she is now and where she used to be, it all depends on what happened. If you can be genuine to the woman and there's a space over there and just apologize, come out clean to that person and tell her, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to treat you like that, but there were some challenges, so and so, and you come out clean. Or if the woman might have found that somebody is competing with her, she has done all that you could, and it seems like you love that the other person than her. If she had gotten a new place with that one, I can't tell. Such things, I cannot answer it fully unless I ask him a lot of questions for me to know
Right.
the state of the relationship. So whatever that I'm saying may not be the solution. Such situations, I need to meet the person one-on-one or talk so that I can know the detail of the whole thing, so that I can know what right this thing prescription to give it to you. But what I'm saying is just the face value of it.
Okay. Well, thank you, Mr. Asante, for your question. So if you are listening to us, this is once again the Adia Pena Show. Send in your comments, your questions, and your concerns. Bishop is here. Bishop is a certified, sorry, Bishop is a certified marriage counselor. So if you are here and you have questions, especially concerning what we are discussing today, we are discussing how to find a satisfaction in relationship or marriage. So if you have any question concerning how to be satisfied in your relationship, just send it through the comment section and Bishop will help you understand certain things. And also, if you can hear me and you want us to acknowledge you, please send in a comment, a hi or something, so that we will definitely acknowledge you. Bishop, my next question to you is, now that we have you've told us what to do to improve on satisfaction in our marriages, I have learned that the men need sex. Some of them, sex is their number one priority. And the women, we need caring, the love, the TLC, and everything. So now that you have discussed this with us, if in a relationship these qualities are lacking, what do you think will be the consequences of that relationship?
Very good question. If you are in a relationship and this thing, the TLC, that is the trust or the transparency and lack of
The
trust
caring, the love, everything.
and all these things are lacking. It comes with consequence. With that one, no doubt about that. It comes with a lot of consequence. And I'm going to give you, most of them are negatives,
Wow.
consequence.
Okay.
Because a woman being in a relationship, a man being in a relationship, and the satisfaction declines, it declines, and you ask me what could be the consequence. I can give you so many of them, but for the sake of time, let me give you about 7.
Okay.
Any man, any woman in a relationship, and all those factors that you are talking about is declining. It comes with consequent negative or adverse effect to the man or to the woman. One of
Okay.
them is that these things can include increased stress, because it can increase the stress of the woman.
Okay.
Women or men are so stressful because of a time treatment someone is giving to him or her in her relationship. It becomes stressful. Even to a point the child have not done anything, you vent your anger upon that person. Anybody who hasn't done anything to you, stress in your relationship can let you vent your anger upon people. Even especially when you meet a woman who is going through such a thing and it becomes a customer relationship with you. In the counter, the person can talk to you anyhow. And you can even say, she said, well, what attitude, Papa? Yeah, you don't know what he's going through. And at times, you become, you go through that situation. So number one, this effect can increase a person's stress in life. Number two, it can also increase or causes a person to go through depression and
Yeah.
anxiety,
Very true.
which is very bad. You become depressed. You become anxious. You are so worried because you don't know the fate of the relationship now. You have kids also, challenges, and these things can depress you in such a way that at times you are present but absent.
Yeah.
Physically, you are there, but inwardly or spiritually, emotionally, you are not there.
Another.
It's very sad. Not only that, a relationship that satisfaction in it is declining can also lead to high risk of relationship conflict and dissolution. It brings a lot of conflict in your relationship.
Yeah.
When a woman is going through that situation, when a man is going through that situation, any question you ask ends up conflict. Any little thing you do ends up conflict. Nobody trusts each other. So the conflict becomes too much in the relationship. Every single week, we encounter misunderstanding. We encounter conflict. We fight. We argue. We insult each other. Because of what? Relationship decline. Another major thing, that low satisfaction or relationship satisfaction, low of it can lead to decreased commitment. It can decrease the commitment of one of the two. Certain things that a woman used to do, no longer want to do it anymore.
Right.
It could be cooking, washing your clothes, certain contribution that he has been given. Something at times they want to stop something that will also pinch you.
Yeah.
Thank you. That is how women are. And men will also stop paying the rent. One will also stop paying your phone bill. They will also stop doing something. As if somebody wants to do a retaliation here and there.
All the time.
It decreases each person's commitment to the relationship, which is not also a good thing. Another major thing that low satisfaction in marriage can also lead is that it can lead to increased likelihood of seeking alternative partners. Let me repeat it again. It can lead to likelihood of seeking alternative partners. It gives room for a woman. Now, anybody would want to talk with her. Because he's not happy. As if he's finding a way out. Likewise, when a man also goes out, he will not come home. Anybody that will make him happy, he want to remain there for a while and come home late and sleep. So any one of them seeking means to have an alternative partner. And that normally gives room for that infidelity. It gives room for people to be unfaithful in their marriage. So at times, because where I am, I'm not happy. I am not happy. I am not happy. If you continue persistently for so many months and weeks, and I could be a year, one of them can be unfaithful. At times, it takes God stepping in. Especially women at times know how to control themselves. 1 out of 10. But men, it could be 50% become unfaithful to the relationship.
Yeah.
Women can be just 10%, but men, it will give us room, especially if you come home and always fighting and fighting and fighting. They'll find happiness somewhere else. Not only that, it can also contribute to health problems. Low satisfaction can contribute to health problems.
Yeah. Because there's too much going on.
Too much going on. You can't even bear it. It can also even lead to low self-esteem. It allows you to lose your confidence as a woman. Low self-esteem. At the end of the moment, to be as if said, but people out there see some qualities in you, but the man you are living with
doesn't see it.
Doesn't see it. So it becomes like, I am not what I stand in the mirror and see myself. Am I not? And so many questions comes into your mind. But so nipa no do compare nowhere near. And
that's
why?
True.
That is when low self-esteem comes in. You become sad about yourself. You lose your real identity, your real self, because of the way the person is not making you happy in the relationship. And not only that, it can also lead to reduce intimacy and emotional connection. Because of that intimacy that we used to have will no longer be there anymore.
That's true.
Anytime some people have low satisfaction in their relationship, intimacy is not there. The woman is not willing to have anything to do with you. Neither the man is also not having anything to do with you. And let me end with another major 1 or 2 points. It can lead to lower commitment and increased risk of separation. Your commitment in the marriage goes down. And the risk of separating becomes high. Any little thing, you feel my bread. which is not good. Negative communication pattern. Negative communication pattern. It becomes a pattern. Somebody can say anything anyhow to each other. And above all, increased likelihood of infidelity in the relationship. It's not a good thing. That is these about 10 or 11 things people who are going through when there's no satisfaction in their marriage.
Thank you very much, Bishop. I think we have some comments here. Let's go through them and then we can continue with our discussion. Mr. Santi said the question of why a good woman can't find a good man and a good man can find
a good woman.
He said, and a good man finds it difficult to connect with a good woman. Should mankind accept this as a norm? Personally, I don't believe that phenomenon. So I just have something to tell Mr. Santi per the first question that he asked about him losing a good woman. Bishop, sometimes, some women, not all of us, but some women kind of like when they are in a relationship, and they see something going on and they start complaining, and the man thinks, maybe it's not necessary for the woman to talk about it or something, and then you keep doing whatever you are doing. No, even if it's the woman is an angel, right? And if she finds something wrong with the relationship she is in, and she tries to talk to you about it and you don't listen, or maybe you give dead ears to whatever she's telling you, and don't act or maybe change your ways, I believe that even if the woman is an angel, or back it off, or back it out, right? So
when they get fed up,
you're fed up or you become frustrated. Sometimes they don't even they resist talking about it because she's spoken about it a couple of times, and you are not like acting or changing your behavior. And if or your good woman send crampa bedu baby no, she becomes fed up and might leave the relationship. So
because everybody has their limit.
We are on a limit. I mean, even or for crampa at the end of the day.
That's right.
Even yes, Ukrainian or sorry them or could for abe say or more ton there or nipa pefi. Yeah, so I think that I don't know what went on with him and the lady, but whatever it is, if he can find her, he should just go apologize or maybe find out what what he did that the good woman he said left him. And Amanda, you said thank you. Amanda is saying keep doing the good job. Thank you so much, Amanda. And I'm glad you are here. We host this show every Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So whenever you are available, please come on board, and then we discuss everything about relationships. So Mr. Asante is here again. He said, please say that again, losing yourself. Oh, yeah. That is very, very true. I was even going to add that, but you added that. If you're in a relationship and there is no peace, Bishop, if there is no peace in that relationship, you kind of like keep asking yourself so many questions like, is it worth it? Are you worthy of that relationship? And in fact, it drains you a lot and you don't have peace. Sometimes if let's say for instance you go to work and you are coming home, you can park at the front of the door and it will take you minutes and hours for you to get out of the car to go home, because you know that Miko Fiedie asumdue ni ho. And if you don't take care, you lose your self-esteem, especially the women.
That's
they
right.
want to compromise and do all sorts of things to keep the marriage or the relationship, you will lose yourself. Like you don't even know who you are anymore. You don't even think you are worthy of the man. You don't even think you are worthy of the relationship. So yeah, it is very, very true that you lose your self-esteem, Mr. Asante. Thank you very much. Oh, well, this is the Adia Pena Show once again. As you are listening to us and watching us, I believe that we are all learning. And today's topic was how to find satisfaction in relationship or marriage. Bishop has spoken a lot about it, and we are about to close, but not yet. So hold on tight. Mr. Ediclote said contribution, another contributing factor to challenges in relationship, in marriage satisfaction is
Comprom-
comparison. Yes.
okay.
Bishop, can you elaborate on that, please, if you don't mind?
Okay,
Like,
read what he wrote again for me.
he said contribution, another contributing factor to challenges in relationship in marriage satisfaction is comparison. I think maybe one
That's
person
right.
comparing the other to oh, okay. I think Bishop's line went off or something. So it's very true, Mr. Ediclote. Like, let's say for instance, I am with someone and then I keep comparing my husband to whoever that is, let's say assuming my ex, and I'll be like, oh, my ex is handsome than you are, my ex was rich, my ex was this, my ex was that. And um people hate comparison, and it doesn't bring peace in the relationship, no matter how bad this person is. I think when you're family, they know when you're family, so you don't have to be comparing an asset or you're bad. Then the husband will be like, oh, my ex is like this, she is beautiful than you, she has big butt than you, she has this than you, and all of that. So it doesn't bring peace in the relationship, and nobody likes to be compared to someone. So my dear sweetheart, Sister Kia, welcome to the Adia Pena Show, and thank you so much. Thank you so much. I think I have dropped Bishop, so we can, if you can, please send in your comments. Yes, Mr. Ediclote came back again and he said being envious of another person's relationship or another marriage couple. So one thing I heard some time ago, okay, there were these two couples. I'm just going to say while I wait time, whilst we wait for Bishop to come back. So these two couples, one, they have a car, and the husband always open the door for the wife to come out or to get in. The other person too, they have car, but the husband doesn't open the door for the wife to come in or get out. So the one that the husband doesn't open door for her, she started complaining, oh, can't you see so and so, Mr. So and so, and the wife, it's too beautiful. Always the husband is opening the door for the wife, and this and that, and they are having a beautiful marriage, they have great family, they are this, they are this, they are that. So once upon a time, one day, something happened, and then the husband went and spoke with the guy that has a car and always and always opening the door for the wife, and they were discussing. So the guy was like, oh, my vehicle, the door on the passenger side, the door is broke, so it can't open from the inside unless I always have to come outside and open the door for my wife to come out or maybe get in. So the husband that doesn't open the door for the wife was like, oh, really? Oh, okay, I see. My wife doesn't know that she always thought you are giving your wife some sort of care, or maybe satisfaction, like we are talking about right now. So do not compare your marriage or your relationship to other people, just like Mr. Eddie said. So don't do that, okay? It's not necessary. Mr. Asante came back again and he said, Nana, you are doing a very great job. Very touching and educative topic being discussed here. Thank you very much, Mr. Asante. We are trying. Okay, we are all trying, and I'm glad you are all here to listen as we all learn together and gain some knowledge. So I'm not sure why Bishop's line is off, I believe. So I think right now I had just one question for him, but now that we have lost him, if you guys don't have any further question, I will just say that we have discussed a lot. Those that came a little late, Bishop spoke to us about the things that makes marriage or relationship bring satisfaction in marriages or relationships. So he talked about meeting each other's need. So if you are in a relationship and you want to be satisfied, you want to meet each other's need, like you meet your husband's need, you meet your wife's need, and then there is peace in the home. You don't want to disrespect your partner. You don't want to he said the men, like the number one need of a man is sex. Some men, not every man. And then number one need of a woman is caring. And then he went on and on and on and said a lot. So if you weren't here earlier and you still want to learn, you can go back to the video. So we are bringing our discussion for today to an end. So the men, please take good care of your wives and your significant other. So take care of your wives. The women, take care of your husbands. Don't deny them of their marital rights. Okay, yeah. So be nice to each other. Be transparent. Be Oh, Mr. Asante, if you want to come on the show, if you want to be a live just hit me in my DM. Send me a message on Messenger, and then I'll send you the link so you can represent. Okay. Yeah. So be each other's keeper. Love yourself. Oh, the women, please love yourself. Okay. Love yourself first. Then I believe that the rate at which you love yourself, you will emulate that to other people. That so Bishop is back. Bishop, welcome back. I nearly closed because I thought I lost you.
I hear everything that you are saying, but my camera wasn't on.
Okay, how did I do though?
I don't know. So I have to go back and start it all over again.
Yeah, welcome back. I was telling them what we discussed earlier. I said a little about whatever you told us earlier. So, Bishop, how does lack of satisfaction in marriages affect it? How is there anything like how does it affect it? We have discussed a lot earlier.
Yes, I think we just said I gave about 10 points on that. Lack of satisfaction affect marriage in so many ways. I think I said it can lead to increase of stress.
Okay.
That is low satisfaction or lack of satisfaction in marriage. Either low or lack can increase the stress of either one or the two. Okay. We also talk about that it can even increase a person's depression. It can lead to depression and anxiety. Anytime you are in a relationship and there's no satisfaction, apart from that one too, it can even increase the risk of conflict, and so many things that we said. Uh-huh. And above all, it can decrease commitment. When a woman is in a relationship and there's no satisfaction, the commitment level will go down. A man in a relationship and there's no satisfaction, the commitment level will go down. We also said that it can even lead to increased likelihood of seeking alternative partners. That allows some men or women looking out for somebody else exit because they are not satisfied at where they are. So to the best of my knowledge, let us make our partners feel happy and satisfied with the relationship that they are in, because it can lead to so many things. It can contribute to health problem, and we said it. It can lead to low self-esteem, and it can even reduce intimacy, because when a woman is not happy in the relationship, they are not ready to do anything with you.
And the men too, when they are not happy, they don't want to do anything as well.
They are not happy. They don't. If you can push them 1,000 times, the ignition will not turn on because they are not happy. It's both sides. So another thing is that it can lead to low commitment, which eventually can also increase the risk of separation. Some people can be in a relationship, they just want to get out of the relationship. At times, quote unquote, that can keep them hanging is the faith that they are in, because they are Christians, because they are deaconess, because they are elder, because of the role they play in the church. So whether they like it or not, all these things affect. And the worst part is that it can lead to negative communication pattern. Anytime we talk, it ends up fighting. Negative communication pattern. So to me, it's not a good thing. Based upon what you are asking, the consequence is very bad.
Yeah.
Each of them will not end you well. So let us rather make our spouses happy and satisfied. It will end up making us also satisfied in the relationship. This is what I would say.
Thank you, Bishop. Bishop, my question, I'm just thinking back, and then I'm asking, if there are children in this marriage, how does both parents not being satisfied affect the children?
100%. It affects them emotionally. At times, they don't know which side to go.
Yeah.
They can lose even their concentration if they are students.
Yeah.
Especially if a man is not treating their partner well, their woman well, and the women and the kids are attached to the mother, it affects the education.
Wow.
It really affects the education. Not only the education, even their relation, because they feel it for their mother. Even to a point when they go to school, they can't relate well with their friends.
Right.
Depending upon their age. They cannot relate well. They can't concentrate to study. The thing is overwhelming them. And so you are not happy. So let us be very careful about that. At times you think it's the only woman that you are doing it to. It's going a long way to affect your children.
Bishop, I want you to educate some of we, the parents that fight in front of our children. Like, even if the children are there, we say all kinds of things to each other, and whilst the kids are around.
Adia Plena, you have asked a very good question. It's not good for every parent to do that. When we were growing up, I thought that my mother and my father never fought. Not knowing that they wait for us to go to school, then they resume their fighting. They never argue in front of us.
Yeah.
And when I grew up, I really understood it. In those days, they didn't go to school like ours. We carry degrees like thermometer, and yet we fight in front of our children.
Yeah.
It's so sad. In those days, they think they don't want to do something because we don't have any school where we teach marriage than your parent that you are living with. The lifestyle and the character and the behavior they treat each other is what we are learning when you grew up. We also treat our partner like that. So they vow never to fight in front of us. If we can have that kind of attitude, that anything that I'm doing and the children are around, I am teaching them to do it in the near future in their marriage. Why don't I allow them to see the positives? So that they can inculcate that in their marriage in the near future.
Yeah.
But allowing them to see the negatives as well. I mean, Lucas and Granny, hey, the kids are learning.
Yeah.
Are they going to copy this? Is that what you want them to learn and take it to their marriage? So there are certain things we should learn how to control ourselves for the sake of the children around us and their age, so that we don't allow them to learn certain things that you don't want to see them tomorrow when you are old enough and they copied it from you.
Yeah. Sometimes do you see that the children, they become timid because there is always chaos in the house and there is no peace. So they are always hiding to like protect themselves. They try to protect their peace from the chaos that is happening in the house. Yeah.
But their mind is recording everything. They could be
Very,
in their
very,
room.
very. Yeah. They
They
are
could be in their
smart.
room, but they are recording everything.
That's true.
So we should be very careful about that.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Well. It's about time we bring our show to a close. Thank you to all the viewers. Bishop, what is your final word to us and the viewers as we watch you?
Thank you so much, Adepena. What I would say is that when it comes to relationship satisfaction, I always keep saying, Adepena, everybody married with an intent to make their partner happy. Let's learn to make our partners happy. From my personal point of view, anytime we talk about relationship happiness, happy marriage is the union between two forgivers. Let's learn to forgive each other. If we don't know how to forgive each other, we cannot live together. There's no marriage without quarrel. There's no marriage without conflict. There's no marriage without... And people who have been able to marry 20 years, 30 years and counting, the major underlying factor is forgiveness.
Bishop, forgiveness, yeah, classic.
Forgiveness.
Yeah.
Respect.
Yeah.
Forgiveness. Respect. If we can work with these things and do the best that we could to trust each other and let go of the past, because holding on to the past will never allow any relationship to move forward.
That's true.
Especially when you don't know how to even forgive. Hardly would your marriage go far. When you hold on to the past too much, because you will not open up to your spouse. As human as we are, people will offend you. But prepare your heart that even if he offends me, that is the reason why you must always pray every day and ask God. Why do you think we always pray and ask God for forgiveness? So I'm pleading to whoever that is listening to me. The man is not perfect. The woman is not perfect.
It's not perfect.
Let us understand. Even me, I myself, am not perfect. If you marry me, you find so many potholes. But let's learn to forgive.
Yeah.
Communication should be the key. I know somebody say, Bishop, you don't know how many times I've spoken with this man is still doing the same thing. Remember the person in prayer. At times, the kind of bondage the person is in, not that he wants to do it. He's fighting against the unseen battle.
Right.
But at times, they want to get out. Whatever that you say, they listen, they hear it. But they can't come out of that situation. Let's remember them in prayers. One day, I repeat, one day, God will hear your prayer.
Come.
And one day, you will have the greatest testimony ever. Don't throw the man out. Don't throw the woman out. I know you are weeping at whatever that you are. I may not understand the pain that you are in, but just give the man another chance. Just give the woman another chance and commit him unto the hands of the Lord. For with God, all things.
All things are possible.
Back to you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, Bishop said, with God, all things are possible. Don't lose hope. Keep praying for your partner. Try as much as possible to forgive them. And also don't hold grudges in your heart. Sometimes some of we, the women, and then we count on it. Now that me say years back you did something, I haven't forgotten, and you are doing this and you are doing that. So communicate well with your partner. Try as much as possible to forgive. It's very, very important. As we bring our show to a close, Mrs. Sampson said, God bless you, Daddy. So same time next week, 6 p.m. Friday night. Every Friday, we are here on the Ade Pena Show. We are learning a lot. If you go to my page, you see that we have discussed a lot of topics that will bring peace. We can't promise you, but once we talk about it and we know we are all learning, I think it will lead us to somewhere that with God, just like what Bishop said, that with God, all things are possible. So see you next week, same time, 6 p.m. on Fridays. Bishop, thank you so very much for coming. I appreciate you. Minister me, how are you doing? You are very busy, but anytime I call you, you have time for me, and I really appreciate that. And thank you to our viewers for your time spent with us. It's not underrated, or it's not so thank you, everybody. Next week we'll meet here with another topic. Bye bye, everybody. Bye, Bishop. I'll see you next week.
Bye bye.
Bye.